Okay, so milestone 3. God, I'm tired. Uh, engine part. Okay. So for the compute mixer shader, so I load this shader here, and then I set up the mixer. Where is it? Uh, Yep, right over here. So the mixer list zero will, mixer keyframe from the mouse walking animation, and then uh, the mixer list one will mix keyframe from mouse running animation. The mix two will blend the mouse working animation and mouse running animation. So that we set mixer list 2 KA to mixer list 0 result, and set mixer list 2 KB to mixer list 1 result. So and then update function. Uh, we'll set Ka, Kb, and blend ratio Ts of each mixer as below. So go to update the. So those code will call update function of animation controller class, and they will help us to update it. And then this update function will call uh, animate function in animate class, and this will call animate bones. So the animate bone function of the clip class will set Ka, Kb, and ratio of blend ratio Ts of the mixer class. So after we set uh, each mixer, the update function will call the blend function. Go there. Of mixer class to use compute mixer shader to mix, two keyframe as below, and so follow is that's implementation of blend function of the mixer class. So this function is very similar as a code that we cover in the class. It will use the compute mixer shader to mix the two keyframe, and the code of my compute mixer shader is just the same as the code we cover in the class. So now for the compute word calculation shader, go up. So and compute. So this code will set local bone of word compute to the blend result of the mixer, and the hierarchy of word compute class and inverse band of the word compute class will be loaded from the proto ASO files. So now if we go to game object animation skin class, so this section right here, it will call compute word calculation shader to calculate the word matrix of each bone from the local matrix of each bone. And this code is also very similar to the code as we cover in the class. Now for vertex skinning shader, uh, so this is the place where I load my skinning shader with light. Skin texture point light shader as below, and go down. So this section will use my skin shader with light, and the shader will render the skinning game object for me. Now, if I go to graphic object, skin texture light, so this chunk of code, is it's just very similar to graphic object skin texture, except that I add light position and light color to the shader. So for the shader part, shader. So like I talked before, so my skin texture point light shader and the skin texture point light shader, both shader file, is based on the code skin texture render, except I add light into it. The calculation of the light, is very similar to the texture point light shader, which we covered in the class. And I believe now it's time to show my demo. So go to converter. So first of all, as usual, we use converter to convert files for us. It takes some while. Oh God. Okay, finally. So go back to the engine side. It's time. Okay, finally. So as you can see, my demo has let the mousey working smoothly. It's blending to the running, slowly translating the animation. And if I press S, the chicken bolt animation will have oops, sorry, run, shoot, hit back, set step, or work back to work and run. So 5 different animation. Uh, to be mentioned, I have not implement the optional part. 3 plus animation on multi compression, and yeah, that's all I got for milestone 3. Thank you.